Hey, we're the McCoy Tyler Band here at CSUMB. We're gonna play a tune for you. This is called How About You? Wasting me. I've been sitting here staring at the wall for way too long, and it should be a crime to live the way I do. I've been dragging round a ball and chain. How about you? How about you? How about you? There's got to be something better to do than hang around this tired town like me. Lonesome me, waiting around to be set free. I find myself alone when each day's through. Killing me. I've been drinking from the bottom of the well for way too long, and I ain't got a dime, not a nickel to my name. I've been thinking that the table's gonna turn, but nothing's changed. How about you? How about you? Got to be something better to do than hang around this tired town like me. Lonesome me, waiting around to be set free. I find myself alone when each day's through. I'm gonna get me mine, baby, just like you got yours. If the grass ain't greener on the other side, it can't be worse. 'Cause it should be a crime just to live the way I do. I've been dragging round a ball and chain, unlike you. How about you? There's got to be something better to do than hang around this tired town like me. Lonesome me, waiting around to be set free. I find myself alone when each day's through. Hey, what's up? We are the McCoy Tyler Band. Big thanks to the National Music Sanctuary for having us. The song's called Do It For Me. If I was lying in a roadside ditch, would you pick me up and bring me home? If I called you in the middle of the night, would you pick up the telephone? See, I don't need much other than your honesty. I'll only ask you once, so answer honestly. I would do it for you, baby. Would you do it for me? Give me some dope, baby. Called you from the jailhouse, mama, would you care enough to go my bail? I sent you dead flowers by the U.S. mail, would you even care? If I loved you, baby, in the first degree, would you be my gal or would you disagree? I would do it for you, baby girl, would you do it for me? Well, I would do it for you. Would you do it for me? Baby, would you do it for me? Yes. I said you was the one, would you be my one and only till we both all die? If I gave you the key to my heart, would you take this old boy for a ride? I never dog around, and that's plain to see. At the end of the day, you know just where I'd be. I would do it for you, baby girl, would you do it for me? I would do it for you. Would you do it for me? Baby, would you do it for me? I would do it for you. Would you do it for me? Baby, would you do it for me? Would you do it for me? This tune's called Gold Dust Woman. Rock on, gold dust woman. Take your silver spoon and dig your grave. What a heartless challenge. You pick your path and I'll pray, baby, yes I'll pray. You wake up in the morning, you see your sunrise, love to go did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? And is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Tell me, did you make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? And is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home?
Big thanks to the National Music Sanctuary for having us this evening. We're going to do a new song called Evangeline. 1, 2, 3.
She was my all, the only one to call my name. And when the leaves came down, all they did was do the same. She's a diamond or a pearl, that little California girl. And when the leaves come down, they whisper out her name. Evangeline, Evangeline, my little California queen. You took my heart and stole my thoughts away. Now I just sit here with a pen, writing letters I won't send, 'cause Evangeline's a million miles away. Get some dough, Robbie. If I ever choose to skip this backwards town, but Evangeline's just standing there and I can't do a thing but stare. I try to walk away but I always turn around. Evangeline, Evangeline, my little California queen. You took my heart and stole my thoughts away. Now I just sit here with a pen, writing letters I won't send, 'cause Evangeline's a million miles away. sing their little melody so plain. With an old guitar, all I do is do the same. Evangeline, she went away, and I'll be damned if I didn't stay. And when the cold wind blows, it whispers out her name. Evangeline, Evangeline, my little California queen. You took my heart, you stole my thoughts away. Now I just sit here with a pen, writing letters I won't send, 'cause Evangeline's a million miles away. Oh, Evangeline, Evangeline, my little California queen. You took my thoughts and you stole my thoughts away. Now I just sit here with a pen, writing letters I won't send, because Evangeline's a million miles away. Hey, a million miles away.
Here we are, episode 16 of the National Music Sanctuary. You guys just killed it. The McCoy Tyler Band came in here, we did a sound check. The sound check became the 6th track. We've never even done 6 tracks before, so like we never cared enough. You made us care on the first one, note for note. So I just want to take a second and say thank you. Thank you for being here for this very important little National Music Sanctuary thing we're trying to create. And I want to let people know where they buy your music. Where can they find McCoy Tyler's Band's music?
Yeah, you can go to www.mccoytylerband.com. That's the simplest way to go about it. We're on YouTube. We are on iTunes. What are the other?
Bandcamp.
CD Baby.
CD Baby, Spotify. If you're into that stuff, man, you can find us. We're all over the web. Just
You guys made it to London?
no, I mean I've been to London.
You're on Spotify though. That's like English. How did you get those guys to like you? I didn't think they liked anything.
I don't think they
American.
like us. I think we're just on their platform.
Wow, that's awesome.
They're making money off us though. That's how it works.
Those dirty, rotten scoundrels. Which is our little message that we like to say here at the National Music. Pay for music. Pay for music. Okay, everybody get that? Hopefully the mic got it. I want to say it at the mic. So pay for music. Bandcamp, Spotify, whatever. Subscribe to them, but only listen to the McCoy Tyler Band. Don't listen to any other band that you on your little subscription. Okay. They want to see you live because that's really the way I think to experience what the heck just happened right there. Where do they do that? Post, let's say 2015, New Year coming.
Yeah, coming to the new year, we got a big show. We're from Santa Cruz. That's our hometown.
That's California.
Santa Cruz, yeah, not Cuba or
Bolivia.
Bolivia. Santa Cruz, California. That's where we're from. So we got a big show at Don Quixote's up in Felton
On the
January
turn.
10th, 2015. January 10th, 2015. So that's the next spot you can see us.
And then moving into February, March, any big I'm gonna be playing with like T-Bone Burnett's got an opening slot for you guys coming up. Jeff Tweedy just called you. You said Mick Jagger, something like that. The guy's name was, I think. He's doing like a post-dinosaur tour that he needs a band to actually sit behind him and play.
We got
I didn't just say that, Mick. Don't sue me, dude. I love you.
We got some stuff in the works. None of this is like posted to our website yet, but we're planning a big tour in February. We're gonna go up to Seattle and back. And that's still like hush hush on the DL.
Right, DL. Don't tell anybody on the World Wide Web, but tell everybody to watch the National Music Sanctuary.
So that's in February. The last 2 weekends of February, we're planning that one out. So it'll be 2 weeks up the coast and back.
To Portland or all the way up?
Portland, Seattle,
Vancouver.
and then back down.
Oh, cool.
Ending in Seattle. We're
Up
gonna
and
get
back.
all these stinky boys in a van and go play a bunch of shows.
Right, which is really the way to do it these days, right? That's the other thing we talk about here at the National Music Sanctuary, which is how do people make music in this day and age where everybody wants to take everything from the artists that spend all this time working those low-dollar day jobs to go slave in their room without calling their girlfriend to practice their scales, and then maybe go do that same thing again, and then maybe get a verse, and then after a month later, maybe get a chorus, or maybe get it all at once, but then they got to take it to the band and practice, which takes gas money and food money and all that other stuff, and then you guys steal it. So you don't want to steal it anymore, right? So,
Right, yeah.
so like, what do you, besides stealing music, so that you can learn other people's riffs, because it takes you a little while, like, how do you tell these young musicians out there,
Yeah,
do
it's submitting yourself to a lot of hermitage, I would say, and just you got to do the footwork, man. You know, whatever your instrument is, if you know you play guitar, you play drums, you sing, just a matter of doing it every day, you know, and kind of just shedding all the time. Yeah, and at some point, you know, you'll meet some good homies, hopefully, who have been shedding as well.
So laugh out loud became LOL, and woodshedding became shedding. Dangerbag just learned something today. Shedding.
Just
That means
plain,
go in your room and practice.
Yeah,
Don't
your scales.
Don't come out. Sorry, Mom, I'll clean my room next week.
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
It's a lonely life, this musician thing. It's
so how long has
But
this,
it's not,
how long has
then you
this
network.
lonely life been brooding within you? You guys are what I'm saying, like in your second decade, kind of something like that, late second decade.
mid-20s, mid-30s.
So 10 to 20 years you've been doing this? How long have you been playing music?
Yeah, on a more like professional level, I'd say in the last 5 or 6 years, for me at least.
But you've been playing in a room with your guitar
For 12 plus, you know.
12 plus years
Since I was a wee one.
to play as good as this dude just played. So stop weeing it up and iPhoning it down.
Turn the TV up.
Turn the TV off. Kill your television. Except when you want to use the Raspberry Pi or the Apple TV to stream the National Music Sanctuary episode 16 with McCoy Tyler. And you can do that a bunch of times over and over again, and we don't mind.
Is this Sweet 16, I think?
It's our Sweet 16. Don't I look older and more mature now? Yeah, I really did. I kind of, you know, dyed it this nice silver streak, and I just decided to go with it because I like older men. So I decided to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's creepy. I hope nobody really got that, but you know, every now and again you got to throw that in there. Okay, so sorry, that was a little tangent. The next place we're gonna go is finally to the most important question of it all, which is you guys chose to create here, you know, on the Central Coast, and unfortunately this one here, we have a lot of National Music Sanctuary images, but a lot of them have to do with Lover's Point. We have Point Sur and Big Sur, and a lot of this is kind of trying to create media outside of Hollywood or Austin, Texas, or New York City, live in this beauty, which to me is like, I've lived in those places, and between Big Sur and Santa Cruz, Davenport, you know, is God's country to me. Whatever spiritual being you got, as an artist, I get so much from here, you know. I'm sure you guys think about this all the time, like, could I possibly move at more speed in my career if I were closer to the industry? Do you think that's really true in this day and age, and what do you get from Santa Cruz? So those are kind of two questions.
Yeah, I think there's just with like the amount of networking you can do without being in physical contact with people. Not that that's necessarily good, but the extent that you can actually do that, just you can have a musical career anyway, anywhere you are, you know. And for me, like Santa Cruz is my hometown, so that's like creatively, that's my happy space in a lot of ways, you know. And that's
Born
why
and
I
raised
like
in
to
Santa
be-
Cruz?
Yeah, born and raised in Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And I lived up in San Francisco, but you know, at some point I was just like, I got to be back in my hometown because that's where it's at for me.
Yeah, it is really where it's at.
But I mean, you know, we play like quasi bluegrass music, you know, and you know, you always hear about like Nashville and like the heartland, and of course that's where some of my heroes got their start, you know. But I don't know. To me, there's no more beautiful place than right here in the Monterey Bay Area.
Heck
you
yeah.
know? And I think you can channel any of that, you know. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be a bluegrass band and wherever the hell, you know.
Right.
And,
So you don't really think, though, that you're losing out, say, from having more, you know, because live music has really become, I think, part of why people are really coveting live music more and more is because we spend so much time on these gadgets, obviously. But you don't feel like your career is hurting as a, you know, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you can go to a place like maybe LA and suddenly you're just the little fish and you got a very tall ladder to work your way up, you know.
Right, right.
I kind of prefer to be in a place like this. We have our following seem to grow really quickly.
Right.
And that's because there's only so many people in this area doing what we do. So as long as you're good at what you do, you know, and you write good songs or you play guitar really well, if you're in a good area where people really, the arts are cultivated, like in a town like Santa Cruz, for example, you're going to do fine because you might be the only one in that town doing what you do.
Right.
But to me, it's just about the quality and like how you just maintaining your integrity as an artist and like making something that is substantial. Has no reflection of like where you live or where you call your home base, because we could go down to LA and suddenly be nobody. No one would know about us there,
Yeah, I had this conversation recently because we're getting enough buzz that like Austin, Texas has started paying attention. So Red House Records basically brought one of their artists in, Ray Bonneville, and then we got invited to go to South by Southwest. So I called Mike Beck, who's a friend of mine, and I was like, hey Mike, man, like you've been touring around, you know this scene better than most, Is it worthwhile for me to load up in my van with my danger bags and go hand out swag at South by Southwest? And he was like, well, I'll put you up on the couch, man, I'll get you free places to stay, but really for what you do, Ed, I don't really think it's necessary. And the reason why is what you just said. He said, there's so many effing bands there coming from all over the world that think that they're gonna make it, they're gonna get that one big record deal, and those record deals are gone. They don't even really give those record deals anymore. They don't like give artists a stipend so that they can go rehearse. They don't give them like money so they can go on a tour, really. Not unless you're freaking Beyonce and she owns all her own shit anyways, right? So those days are gone. It's like just the media has picked up on it. So that's why I dig what you guys are talking about, because I think that it's really, you can continue to create what you're doing. You're writing new content. You have a new CD coming out? Can we talk about that?
We released our second full length earlier last year. We have some tentative plans to record this coming year, but nothing in the works immediately. But we have two full length albums out.
Shed.
Yeah,
Shed.
It's time to get back in the studio.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game called Pull My Finger, and that's how we're gonna get it done, because we are Sweet 16 and we still need to get to bed early for our day jobs. But Pull My Finger basically means we're gonna ask McCoy Tyler Band to do a karaoke song for us, just to take us out. They can choose whatever song they want. And I'm just gonna this is live art being made right here, right now in Seaside, California. Go, McCoy Tyler Band.
On the spot.
We need a little minute here.
Little huddle.
Get that picture. Let me see if I can Instagram this. And send this live. Yeah, we can live away. Let's get it in. Everybody got it?
Okay.
Right. Give a note.
That's not a note, man.
That's a note right there.
We need a reference note.
Danger bag.
Danger your bags.
She's got missing a string too.
Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. You know I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. And up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. You know I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. I really do believe that there's a joy somewhere.
There's a joy somewhere.
Good. Thank
Up
you.
above my head.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. McCoy Tyler Band.
Thanks a lot,
Glasses
man.
Shedded. Thank you so much, you guys. Good luck with
Thanks,
everything.
Ed. Oh,
Come
yeah,
on
thanks,
back and stay tuned. Good night and God bless. No,
Sans Jesus.
Sans Jesus.
Now did you